1 in 3. That's how many American men will face physical violence, sexual assault, or stalking by an intimate partner. 1 in 3 women worldwide will endure physical or sexual abuse, most often by someone they know. But domestic abuse isn't just bruises. It's manipulation, it's fear, it's control that seeps into every part of your life. I'm Ingrid Dutton, and I survived it. Then I created 1 in 3 so no one else has to suffer in silence. Each week, we break that silence together. Occasionally joined by survivors, loved ones, and experts, we talk about the pain, yes, but also about the healing, resilience, and the fight to reclaim your life. This podcast is more than awareness, it's a lifeline. And a reminder, you are seen, you are heard, you are never alone. Search for 1 in 3 wherever you get your podcasts, because every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard.
Well, hello there.
Hi, Mrs. Doubtfire. How are
Yay,
you?
I was wondering if you could figure out who I was.
Yes.
That's what I was going for.
Good morning.
Hello there, dearies. Good morning.
Hello.
How are
Sorry. I'm good. I'm good.
You're the one. Hey, you're the one who told the story, right? Did we tell it on the podcast how it was that scene where her dentures fell out? Was kind of improvised?
I don't think we talked about that. I think personally we talked about it, but not on the podcast.
Oh, well, now I think you have to. If we're
You pretty much
repeating
covered
ourselves.
it. That scene where her dentures fall out when they're eating dinner, there was an accident, and the other actors' responses were 100% real.
Okay, so before we start talking further, I'm Ingrid.
I'm Jessica. This is another situation.
And usually on another situation, we bring a story or multiple stories or situations to you. And those stories may be someone has submitted it, or we've done like our limited research to tell you something historical or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else you want to add to what we are supposed to do?
No, that about sums it up.
So there are occasions like today where certain individuals have prioritized procrastinating as opposed to researching and have not come prepared.
It wasn't me.
To our push to the very last minute time to record and still not prepared.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't me.
Would you like to explain yourself, Jessica?
No, it was not me.
It was me.
Yes. Shock. Gasp.
And we may have talked about my procrastinating issues before. I don't know, because technically we're over 50 episodes, even though this one's labeled as number 47. So we may have talked about it before, but anyone who does know me knows that I have a chronic issue of procrastination. So bottom line is, I clearly have procrastinated. I don't know that we talked about what the episode today was supposed to be about. And if we have not, I'm not going to say it now. And I'm not saying it thinking that I won't get it done. It will get done, but it's just going to happen next week instead of this week. Let's carry on. Jessica has some corrections, so please.
I wanted to say that we actually do have family members in the Air Force, our cousins' kids, and that so Josh is not the only fourth generation active duty cousin. But I still believe, I think I'm the only one for our generation, though.
Yeah, nobody corrected us on that. But thank you, Tammy, for correcting us. I also wanted to point out that I thought about this, and it actually is something that I feel is very important, that Jessica chose to enlist after 9/11. It was just a few months after 9/11 that she actually went into the military, which I think is one of the scariest times for people of this current age group to enlist. And I just want to point out that I think you're extremely brave, and it made me super proud that you enlisted after that super scary time. And I hated it. I actually think I tried to talk you out of it, but you did it. And thank you again, Jessica.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I also want to say that if you're not following us on Instagram or Facebook, you missed out on some pictures. Our Facebook page, actually, both of them are public, so you don't have to be our friends or whatever to look at them. But the night before episode went live, we thought, oh, let's get in touch with our family to see if anybody has any military photos. And holy cow, did they come through. And we posted all of those on our social media. I always re-listen to our episodes because I try to critique things, and you may not hear improvements, but I do try to implement some improvements on our future episodes. But listening to last week's episode after seeing all of those photos made it so much more emotional. And thank you again to our family for giving us those photos. And Jessica, oh my gosh, I'm like kissing your rear today. But thank you for presenting such a good episode on Veterans Day and military families.
You're welcome. I've not listened to our episode yet, so I don't know what it sounds like.
And I feel like I'm doing like the Shveti balls segment right now by like, thank you, Jessica, for presenting such a wonderful episode. It was really, really engaging and emotional and thought-provoking. So thank you. One more thing I wanted to also point out is we forgot to say this at the beginning of the month, but November is Stomach Cancer Awareness Month, and we did not do an episode this month for that. But I want to refer you back to June's episode, which is number 38, titled Shine on Jewel. June discusses her daughter's battle with stomach cancer, and we released that for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, but it kind of has a dual month, I guess. Oh, and one last thing. I just want to point out, I obtained this from the solvingprocrastination.com website, that 20% of adults and 50% of college students suffer from procrastination. I'm happy to say that I am above average in our general population.
Suffer from procrastination?
Yeah. I'm suffering.
Okay. I wanted to point out that this month is Native American Heritage Month, because I saw a commercial for it this weekend. But we don't have a story, but Ingrid did cover, I don't remember what episode it was.
40 Shades of Fables.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So that is also a dual month one.
50 Shades of Fables. Not 40. Episode number 30.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. And thank Jody again for sharing those with us. Look, I'm already doing our episode. I've thanked you a lot of times. I thanked Jody. Thank you, June, for sharing the stomach cancer episode as well.
And thank you to all of our guests that have been on and participated with us.
Absolutely. We love our guests, and we love you, our listener. The one and only.
You. Yes, you.
Mom.
Yeah, so our episode this week is what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the flexibility of my sister to literally 30 minutes ago agreeing to change the topic of our episode today.
Yes. I was looking forward to just sitting back and listening to the situation, though. Gotta say that. I am pretty thankful for the Green Bay Packers win last night. That was pretty sweet.
Yes, and the Florida Gators won, too, this weekend. Anyway, I want to stop saying that.
Maybe stop talking to Mom on the phone. Anyways,
I'm thankful for Mom.
Yes, me too. And Dad. I'm thankful for my in-laws. They came up this weekend and watched my kids Saturday night. So me and my husband could go to the khaki ball, which was so much fun.
So are you supposed to wear khaki? Why is it khaki?
Because chiefs in the Navy all wear khaki, and it's E7 and above that are invited.
I see.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't have to wear khaki. I think I was the only one like not in a dark color. It's supposed to, you could go anywhere from like super formal to formal, like homecoming formal, you know?
A homecoming. How old are you?
Well, like I just remember I didn't dress up as much for homecoming. Like my dress was pretty, but it wasn't like prom pretty, you know?
Jessica like goes and attends random homecoming events. Oh, that's so creepy.
That would be. I'll be like the background picture standing there.
Photo bombing everybody.
I was trying to think of when you talked about times that you've seen people be nice to one another. And like going around the town I live in, there's been a lot of people like paying for the coffee of the people behind them. And they give shout outs on the city Facebook page. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then in my actual neighborhood, some lady posted a thing of write down what you need. Maybe someone has it and they don't need it and they can give it to you. So people started saying stuff that they needed and it actually started working. Like someone needed, her daughter needs a Christmas tree. And so someone else actually had an extra Christmas tree to give her.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this is a random act of kindness. My children are sweet kids. I love them all. But my middle son and my daughter, who's the youngest, are always at each other's throats. They can never agree on anything. And this weekend, they decided to work on some art projects. They wanted to create some Thanksgiving paintings for their teachers. And my daughter was struggling with a little bit. And so my son went over and he helped her spell words. She's only in kindergarten. And I think beyond that, he kept telling her, this is such a great job. Look how wonderful this is. I bet your teacher isn't going to think you painted it. She's probably going to think one of your older brothers did because it's so good. And it's random because it doesn't happen very often, but they were super sweet to each other. And when we remember at the end of the day, we do something called high-low cheer, which the high is your favorite part of the day, the low is your least favorite part of the day, and your cheer is if somebody was sad or somebody did something really well, you want to cheer them on. And my daughter did that, and she cheered her brothers for helping her, and she cheered all three of them for working through their very strong emotions at the beginning of the day and ending on a positive note. Now, she's also trying to get a third dog in our house. So her other cheer was, I want to cheer our mommy because she is the best mommy and she is doing everything to make us good adults one day. But anyway, that was really kind for her to say. And I refrain from using their names only because I'm not sure if their dad would appreciate me using their names on here.
That's fair.
Yes.
I didn't ask Bobby if he cared.
Well, you guys are still married, so he doesn't
have a choice
to say no, but you guys are on the same page about things in general.
For the most part, yes. I am super thankful for our dad too, who's coming out here in about 2 weeks to help me out after I have ankle surgery because I will not be able to drive. So he's coming out to be my chauffeur.
The roads in Dallas will be safe for a short time.
I am a great driver. If they'll be safe with dad driving, though, I don't know how he's going to do here.
They'll be safe. They may be irritated about the slowness.
I might be irritated about the slowness.
Oh, I'm thankful for Tim Crow, who did our music for our podcast. Thank you to Point 5 Pinoy for doing an impeccable artistic job of producing and editing.
Absolutely. Total professionals.
Thank you to our artist, Kevin, who is actually reworking our cover art.
Oh, to what?
He felt you needed a little bit of work.
Thanks. I don't know how to take
I think
that.
at one point he put a cowboy hat on you.
I don't wear a cowboy hat.
Well, that's what I said. It's because you live in Texas. And I said, I'm more inclined to wear a cowboy hat than Jessica.
Yes, I agree. You know, one thing on our drive back home, because the ball was up in Oklahoma. So we were driving back and GPS took us through some rural routes. So I think the highway must have had a bad accident. But we went through, I don't even know the name of the town. It was the cutest little town. And they had American flags hanging off of every single light pole. Like it was just, I don't know. It was just sweet. Like seeing all these American flags like hanging. It's just, I haven't seen anything like that in a while. It's very, very sweet. My son's school is doing this. His teacher is doing a really cute thing of where, it's also like community helpers month or something like that. And so she, instead of getting a bunch of stories of random people, she decided to ask all the parents what they did. And she never asked me, and I never shared it as to what I actually do. But she got so mad, one, when she found out that I was a Navy veteran. She's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I'm like, does it come up in conversation? Like I don't know how that would come up. And then when she found out what my job was, she was beside herself. So like she has this board, huge wall in her room, shouting out like there's a bunch of police officers, there's investigators, active duty. I think Bobby's the only one up there. And then we have a bunch of nurses and people that work in the hospital. So she made something for each of the parents and is putting it up on the wall, which is so sweet. So
Jessica, I think you could probably solve the bringing up the fact that you're a Navy veteran conversation if you got a Navy veteran cowboy hat to wear.
Yes, of course. So long ago. That did remind me of something.
You know what? Your Navy time was a lot more recent than your homecoming time.
But obviously I cared to talk more about homecoming than the Navy. Well, sister, I'm thankful for you and this opportunity to do this with you.
Aw, me too.
Yeah, it's fun most of the time. I am also thankful for my neighbor who texted me last night and said, "Hey, do you have a cheese head I could wear to work tomorrow?" I said, "Why, yes, I do." I gave him my cheese head and my Brett Favre jersey. So he's going to wear that into work today and take a picture of himself and send it to me.
Why?
Because we work in Dallas.
Oh, that's great.
It is. They're from California. He's a Rams fan. So fantastic.
That reminds me. So Rudy Story, who was, goodness, he was like, what, episode 9 or something? In college, my freshman year, we had a bet when the Packers played the Cowboys. And if the Packers won, he would have to wear a Packers jersey. And if the Cowboys won, we would have to wear, this is way back, Emmitt Smith jerseys. And unfortunately, the Packers did lose. So I think there's at least 2 of us, I believe. And I was right. Episode 9. How good am I? Wow. I think there's 2 of us in Emmitt Smith jerseys. I'm not sure if he's still a Cowboys fan or if he's a Bucks fan since he lives in Florida. But thank you, Rudy, for sharing that situation, which is a tough one.
Oh, yeah. That one got me.
If you haven't listened to that one, go ahead and listen to that one. I think that one to listen to.
I think that's a powerful one.
Mm-hmm. It's episode 9. We're at 46.
Whoa.
Goodness.
I don't think I have anything else. I guess I do have something else because I'm going to say something that I know the elections just happened and like there's a lot of, I don't know, there's just always like polarization. But I want to say that I think that most people in our country are good and not the far left or far right that just seem to clash with each other. From what I see, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think that the majority of people are good and care about each other. So I'm thankful for that.
You know what? I'm thankful for our right to vote.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and check out Women's Suffrage episode if you want to learn how women got the right to vote. Plugged.
Yes. What does women's suffrage mean, Jessica?
They suffered. I actually can't remember right now.
You just said it. It's the right to vote.
Oh, I thought it meant something like else. I mean, no. Okay, I'm just sounding dumb now. Shut up.
It's episode 12, Obnoxious Suffragists and the War of the Roses.
Yes, that was a good one.
So, what I was going to say is I agree with you. I think what happens is the far left or the far right extremists are the ones who the media gear their sights on because it's more exciting
and entertaining. Yeah.
Dramatic.
I think the majority of Americans are not like that. I think they're like me and you.
And we are the perfect specimen.
No, that's not what I meant. No, like we have different views on politics, but like it's not like I hate you or anything, or I don't even think we argue over it. It's just like,
not all the time.
That's your opinion. This is my opinion. Cool.
Okay. Quickly before we say our B's, I know we already thanked our guests, but also thank you to those who have submitted anonymously. We count you as a guest, even though it is an anonymous submission. But I wanted to give a plug that one of our guests, Annette Needham, who is on episode number 16, the second half of I Love You With All My Kidney, is going to be guesting on the Conversing Nurse podcast. And the host of that podcast is Michelle Harris, who was on episode 39, Skin to Skin, with us. So the two of those are hooking up, and I'm excited to listen to that episode. Let's do our B's, Jessica.
Be thankful.
Be disciplined and not a procrastinator.
Be flexible and give grace to those around you. Because they may be your sister who is a procrastinator. So be nice to her.
Ooh, I have two more.
Okay.
Be creative and be kind. Thank you, guys. We will see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. If you would like to reach out to us or submit your situation, please contact us at anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at Another Situation Podcast. We're also on Facebook at Another Situation.
Another Situation is produced and edited by Point 5 Pinoy. Music is written and performed by Tim Crow.